it's Danielle, the domestic scientist, and I'm preparing for some upcoming Chinoiserie videos this season. So in this video, I'm going to do a Chinoiserie shop with me and haul, where I show you some of the places I shop for my Chinoiserie collection and my Chinoiserie videos. I'm also going to show you some of my latest Chinoiserie finds. So let's get started. All right, so I'm going to start off my shop with me at my local Neiman Marcus. I have been all over their website and I saw some fun things that I think could complement my Chinoiserie collection. So I am going to stop by the local store and see of the products I've seen online, what they have in stock. And so far, I'm not seeing a ton of blue and white, but there are other types of Chinoiserie out there. So I'm hoping to get lucky and find something really unique for some upcoming videos that I'm working on. So I happen to see these gorgeous enamel floral vases. They are so gorgeous, and these are super expensive, completely out of my budget. But I do think that they're really pretty, and I think, you know, jars like this could make for an interesting centerpiece when I'm doing some of my Chinoiserie tablescapes. So I thought those would be really fun, and I haven't seen anything like this anywhere, and so I think these are really fun and interesting, but we're going to keep on looking for something a little bit more affordable. So I am in heaven. I am in the China section of Neiman Marcus, just seeing what pieces they have here. And they have a nice little collection of blue and white plates here. Now, even though these are not Chinoiserie pieces, these particular plates would pair very well with some of my existing Chinoiserie china. Now, I particularly like this textured blue plate over here. I think that would look nice on top of a nice like blue willow dinner plate or a contemporary dinner plate like this one here. And you know, I love mixing and matching china, so I'm going to play around with some of these pieces and get a feel for how they kind of go with each other. And I think like this combination is really nice, and you could put just a small appetizer plate that's like a blue willow piece on top of that. It would have a lot of dimension and texture, and it has a lot of geometric vibes. So it gives you a little contemporary that you can mix with some traditional elements. I think that's really cute. Okay, now I'm going to confess I got a wee bit sidetracked because I saw this gorgeous white and gold plate and these gorgeous gold textured charger and salad plate. I was like, okay, this is nice. So I started playing around, and then I found one of the pieces I came in the store to see. So this particular salad plate is absolutely gorgeous. It is super expensive. It's like $300 or so for just the salad plate. It's hand painted, but it's absolutely gorgeous. It has leaves and it has butterflies, a little gold trim, and I think a salad plate like this is just everything. I'm looking for something similar to this plate, but just more affordable to pair with some of my Chinoiserie place settings. But in the store, since they don't have any Chinoiserie pieces in the store, I'm just going to pair it with this gold and white, and I'm just loving this plate. Even though there's a lot going on with the gold and white textures and it's over the top glam, my eye is just drawn to this gorgeous salad plate. It is just like everything to me. And man, if I could afford it, I would get that whole set of salad plates. But I'm just going to keep on playing with some of the other things. I'm going to pair it with this leafed salad plate. I love the texture on these style of plates, and they have like a different edge, so it adds a little bit more dimension to your place setting. And I think something like this would be cute, but that green plate is a little expensive, and I know you can get like a vintage version of that for a lot less money. So I am in the market to get something like that. But in the meantime, I'm just going to play around with a couple other things they have in the store since I'm here. I like a good scalloped edge plate. I don't have a lot of those in my plate collection, so I'm just kind of playing around with how that different edges of the plates kind of pair with each other. So we're going to see what else they have in the store. Not liking that scallop plate there. I think the shape isn't unique enough. So I'm just going to put this back the way I had done it before with just the white and gold. And you know, this charger plate and salad plate is really beautiful, and you can really pair a lot of the blue and white chinoiseries with the gold, but there are other styles of chinoiserie as well that are not just blue and white. So Neiman Marcus wound up not having some of the plates I'd seen online, so I head over to my local HomeGoods just to see what pieces they have out right now. And they've got a couple pieces I haven't really seen before, so I'm just gonna take a look. Every spring, HomeGoods puts out a large collection of blue and white chinoiserie pieces, so I try to stop by each HomeGoods in town just to kind of see if there are pieces that I'm interested in. So I'm looking for something that's going to be a nice complement to my collection, but that's something a little bit unique that I don't see a ton of other YouTubers with. So let's see if they have anything. Now this red jar on the end, I don't like the quality of it and I don't care for the detailing of it, but I am trying to expand my chinoiserie collection beyond just the blue and white pieces, but that has been a bit of a challenge for me. So I'm going to see what else they have. It's a cute bowl. Okay, so I've spotted this vase at the bottom. I don't know how to feel about this piece at the bottom, so I'm just going to pick this up. Now, I love mixing blue and white chinoiserie with some coastal pieces, but this one here is kind of trying to be coastal and chinoiserie at the same time. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm going to put it in my cart and think about it a little bit and kind of marinate on that one while I keep shopping. So I see a couple pieces that they've put out in the past, but I do see a couple new things. I like that yellow jar, but I don't think it's going to really complement my collection too well. So I'm going to keep on looking. I like the baby blue pieces in terms of color. I just don't like the pattern on those. And I'm hoping that they would come out with like a different pattern. So in the meantime, I'm just checking out a couple other things. Okay, these little spheres are cute. I do see some jars that would be a nice compliment. I like this dark blue one over here too. Okay, so I do see a couple interesting pieces here. And I think those octopus is a little bit weird. I keep seeing that, like, every time I go to HomeGoods, I keep seeing an octopus somewhere. I don't know why those became fashionable all of a sudden. Now, I don't care for this jar with the elephant on it, and some of the more contemporary patterns at the bottom, I'm just not really feeling. It's not really my style. I know a lot of people who would take those and just work them out, but they're not really my vibe. So I'm looking for something that's like really speaking to me. And I'm so distracted by this octopus. He has like the weirdest eyes. I don't know about that. Okay. Right, so let's get to the haul portion of today's video. The first thing that I found in my Chinoiserie shopping haul is a set of vintage salad plates. Now, I'm trying to expand my Chinoiserie collection away from just the blue and white, and I want to add a little bit more color. The first color I want to add is green. So I found these vintage Copeland Spode plates. This is pattern number 3130, the green butterfly. It's got green and a little bit of black. When it comes to the pattern, there are some butterflies, some florals. It has a little bit of filigree going on, and the paint itself is a little bit raised, so the plate has just a little bit of texture to it, and I think that adds to the uniqueness of this plate. Now, this plate, I believe, was manufactured sometime during the 50s. So because it's a vintage plate, the supply of them is definitely limited. I was only able to get 3 of these salad plates. So I'm going to keep my eye out for more of those. But the next item I found is another set of green chinoiserie salad plates. Now, this one is my absolute favorite green plate between the two. This one doesn't have a lot of information about the manufacturer. It's the green Dragonfly plate, and the pattern is number 6287. But this is a much lighter, brighter jade green, which I absolutely fell in love with. Now, I love the pattern on it because the outer rim has the gorgeous dragonflies, and then it has 4 floral pieces on the outer edge, and then it has 1 medallion right in the middle of the plate. So that's one of the things that I like the most about this plate, is that it has a unique pattern to it. It has a lot of color, but it still has a lot of white space. And as you can see, when I put both of the plates together, you can see that they have similarities in terms of how they laid out the pattern around the plate. And so even though I couldn't get, a full matching set of either one of the plates, I thought if I got both patterns, I can kind of mix them and match them and kind of put together my own place setting for my tablescapes. So I'm super excited to have both of these in my collection. Now, leave me a comment in the box below and let me know which of these green salad plates you like the most, whether it's the vintage Copeland or the jade green Chinoiserie salad plate. All right, so let's talk about the piece that started this chinoiserie hunt. This is the Mottahedeh tobacco leaf dinner plate. Now, this particular piece is absolutely gorgeous. Now, I first saw this dinner plate on the Neiman Marcus website when I was shopping, and it's just an absolutely stunning and really colorful plate. This plate has just, so many beautiful colors. It has about 27 different colors on it. It's got a lot of like apple green, it's got your turquoise, it's got blue, a little bit of red, it's got some pink, it's got a good amount of white, it's got gold, it's got a lot going on. So it is a beautiful, colorful, vibrant plate, and it is a welcome addition to my expanding chinoiserie collection. Now, this particular plate retails for $175 on Neiman Marcus website, but here is the trick that I have done. I happen to find a tin version of this plate. So my plate is an actual replica plate, and I happen to find this plate online because it is so expensive that they started making these replica plates. Right, so there was a vase on display at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and it had this pattern on it, and people loved it. They went crazy for it. So modern companies started reproducing this pattern and making dinnerware, but it's super expensive. So because it's so hard to find, and even the vintage reproductions are very expensive, they started making these replica plates in tin that you can purchase. Now, most people, when they use a tobacco leaf print, they pair it with blue willow china. Mostly they'll use this tobacco leaf salad plate, and they'll pair it with a blue willow dinner plate. But because I have the replica version, which only comes in a dinner plate, I'm playing around with it just to see what it would look like paired with my blue willow salad plate. And while I do think it works, it's just I think the salad plate covers too much of the pattern, and the pattern is really why you buy the plate. I don't mind a little bit of the peekaboo pattern, but I don't know. Now, when I saw the jade green salad plates, I thought they might pair well with the tobacco leaf pattern. And so that's what I originally envisioned. But like I said earlier, I could only find 3 of the jade plates. So I'm kind of at a little bit of a disadvantage, but I am going to continue to search for the right complement to these dinner plates for some upcoming tablescape videos that I'm going to do featuring my new chinoiserie. All right, so the next 3 pieces I want to show you guys are mass produced, and I brought them at HomeGoods. The first thing is I found this cute little chinoiserie box, and it has a nice little lid to it. I like the pattern on this box. I thought it was really cute. And I like the fact that you can store things inside. And as you can see, the sides are a little bit wavy instead of being kind of squared off. Now, this particular box, yes, is mass produced. I'm sure lots of people are going to have it. I wasn't really going for a one-of-a-kind piece. It's just that when I'm doing some chinoiserie videos and things, sometimes I just need to add an extra pop of chinoiserie in different places. And I have so many jars, so I'm trying to switch it up and not just always do the jars. So I've been looking for smaller pieces like this one, and I think this box is so cute. And I just like the fact that the edges are wavy and that you can put things in it. I think this piece would look good on my bookshelf, or I think you could do really nicely by putting this on the coffee table. I'm going to flip it over just so you guys can see. This piece was about $17, so it is super affordable. Pretty much anybody can afford a piece like this, and that's why I tend to go to HomeGoods. I love one-of-a-kind pieces. I love vintage pieces, but they're not always within budget. So sometimes you just gotta make it work at your local HomeGoods, and that's what I did. And of course, I have no regrets about this piece. All right, so the next piece I found at my local HomeGoods are these blue and white chinoiserie spheres. Now, I saw these, you probably saw them in the video. I was checking them out. I thought they were really cute, and it actually reminds me of one of my very early subscribers. Her name is Karen. Her channel is Life on Greenwood with Karen 1310. And she's one of the first people to comment on one of my videos. She also collects chinoiserie pieces, and I noticed she has some chinoiserie spheres in one of her bowls, and I was like, oh, those are so cute. So I've been looking to get some of these for quite some time, and I'm excited to finally find some. These are actually heavy ceramic pieces, so they are pretty substantial, and they're quite large, so I think that's cute. Each of the spheres in this container has a slightly different pattern, so I'm really excited because it gives me a nice kind of eclectic vibe. The first one looks kind of like a fern, and the second one looks a little bit more like a flower, and so I think this one is cute as well. And I think this is going to be great to just kind of style your coffee table with, because it just adds a pop of chinoiserie in some unexpected places. And I like the fact that that pattern in the middle has a lot of white and not too much blue. Now the last one has floral as well, but it's got a lot more blue going on there. So it does give a nice little mix of blue and white, and the patterns like have different scales and different prints. And so I think it's going to look really good when I decorate. Now I got 2 of these containers, so in total I have 6 spheres, and I'm super excited about using them. And they seem to be a good quality because they are quite heavy, and they are quite large because I can just put them in the palm of my hand. So I think this was definitely a great affordable find from my local HomeGoods, and you know, it's just something I've been looking to get for quite some time, so I'm really happy about that. And of course it's from HomeGoods, so it's pretty affordable, and I think this one is about $17 as well. All right, so the last piece I'm going to show you guys is my first set of blue willow china. This is kind of more of a Spode type pattern because it is a little bit more floral. I happened to find a few of these at my local HomeGoods, and you know the blue willow china sells out so quickly at HomeGoods, and so I was happy to be able to get a set of 6 of these salad plates with a blue and white pattern. Now I have already used these salad plates in a video. I did a blue and white tablescape collab, and if you haven't seen that video, I'll post a link in the description as well. I did a simple kind of coastal vibe tablescape to really highlight the plates, and I'm really excited about using them. I am going to use them again fairly soon, so I can't wait to use my newest chinoiserie pieces. So as I mentioned, this is the last piece of my chinoiserie Shop With Me and shopping haul. I'm Danielle, the Domestic Scientist. If you like what you saw today, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.